If you have spent some time walking or driving around mid-Missouri within the last week, you might be noticing leaves popping up on trees. The recent warmer temperatures have led to flower blooms and the greening of trees as above-average trends have sifted through the region. You might be asking yourself, is this ahead of schedule? And the answer to that is going to be yes, very ahead of schedule. This is kind of one of those events that we see only once every 40 years across much of mid-Missouri back towards Columbia, Jefferson City, but off to the northwest. The spring leaf out is actually going to be the earliest that they've seen on records, and you're seeing a lot of these bright reds on the map. That's going to indicate that we're 20 days earlier than usual for much of mid-Missouri, and areas to the north of that, like I said, going to be earlier than we've ever seen it, which means that we're going to be ahead on a lot of those tree pollen allergies kind of coming back into the region. So you're going to want to make sure you're stocked up in the cabinet. Here's a look at the next several days for much of mid-Missouri, especially with some higher winds kind of taking hold of the region. Thursday, going to be tracking higher levels once again. Friday, very high. Saturday, high. And Sunday, very high levels. So kind of back and forth. The primary allergens we're seeing across much of the region is going to be elm, juniper, and maple. Earlier today, I talked to Dr. Lori Fowler of Fowler Allergy, who said that she has noticed an uptick in people with tree allergies being affected ahead of the usual schedule. She also points out that she expects the oak pollen season, which typically occurs in late April and early May, to occur a couple weeks ahead of the scheduled time, resulting in people being affected ahead of where they were just last year.